Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And today, baby, we are taking a look at Brave Dungeon once again. If you haven't been following me on my channel, you know we are covering this game 100% from top to bottom. But today, we are not going to do any guides. We are actually going to be giving you guys a updated game review. So we have been playing this game for a long time, since day one. We have pretty much unlocked everything in the game that we can unlock up until this point. We are level 134 in the game. We have pretty much made it to, top 50 in PvP. We've played every single PvE aspect of the game. We've done the boss encounters. We have been in a guild. I've been a leader in a guild. I have been a regular member in a guild. I have pretty much done literally almost everything that is to do in the game currently at this very moment. So again, the devs are, just keep a note, the devs are constantly coming out with more content all the time, especially on event rotation. They are constantly putting out brand new stuff, which is very, very nice. So we will obviously get more into that and cover those guides in future videos. But as of right now, currently, we have unlocked everything and have participated in everything in the game. And I only think it is fair for me to give you guys a brand new, fresh update and game review on the game. So for those people who are currently playing the game, congratulations. You're probably going to know everything I'm going to cover in this video. But if you are not playing this game and you are just wanting to check it out and you want to know all the dirty details of the game and different things about the game and what I like and what I feel like needs to be changed, then definitely feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think on the video. Sub to my channel because I will definitely be covering more Brave content in the future. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, just jump right into the video. All right, so first things, I want to mention some of the things that I absolutely think Brave Dungeon does fantastic in the idle, not idle, what do they call it? The free idle RPG world, or roguelite world, whatever you want to call it. But basically, there's a few things that set this game apart from the other games, and one of those is 100% going to be the adventure mode in the game. I don't know if there is other games out here like this 100%, but I can tell you without a doubt, I have never played a roguelike action RPG, whatever the heck you want to call this style game, and I've not seen this before besides in this game. And actually, I was quite nervous about this at the very beginning of actually picking up Brave Dungeon and taking it on my channel, but I'm actually glad I did, and I really do like the style of this game. So basically, you go around, this is of course manual play. Yes, this is considered an idle game. There is a lot of idle features in this game, and as you log off, you can see these crazy little dwarf miners over here working hard at mining all of the resources that they possibly can. And yes, you can click on this, you could get a full scale and rundown of exactly what you have and what you own. As you can see, I own 20 of these, 21 of those, 4 of these, etc. But basically, what this is the further you progress in the game, in the adventure mode here, which is your story mode, the further you progress in the game, you unlock and can take over these mines, and the more of these mines that you get, the more resources that you will gather when you are AFK, basically idling and not playing the game. And yes, that means the game does not have to be running all the time in order to collect rewards. But in order to progress in the adventure mode, you do have to come in here and you have to manually click. As you can see here, I can click once, I can click all the way over here, and my guy will actually travel all the way around the little map until he can navigate his way over to that spot that I clicked on. So basically, it's very, very cool. It's very, very unique, I think. I don't know if it's unique to Brave Dungeon in general, or if this is just considered that roguelite title that they put on here. But I really like that. I think it's very, very nice. It gives you something else to do besides just idling or starting up the game and not really doing anything. And you know how typically they got the side scrollers, the left to right, you click a button, it does your thing, and everything is the exact same. I do like how it is a little bit different in this case. And also the map is basically undiscoverable, is what I would like to put it. The map is basically, what am I trying to say? It's you don't get to see all of the map until you discover it. So as you can see right here, this black hard line basically shows you that that's the cutoff on the map, and you can see here that there's more to explore here, there's more to explore here, as there's not a black hard line. So that's very, very nice. It just adds that little bit of element. I think another thing that I think is really, really cool about the adventure mode or the game in general is they added some puzzle twist. So not like puzzles as in like you got to do this or do that, but like they add puzzles as in like they've got like a match, a little tiny like little mini match game that you can get rewards and hero shards. They added some like riddles that you have to like solve by using your brain and different things like that, which is very, very cool. And again, it's plain simple. You click on your mines here. You can click the occupy button, which will bring you into a PvE battle. You click these guys here and it shows you the heroes or the enemies. And then again, you can adjust your lineup here on the fly, which is very, very nice. You can show your auras that you have for your specific team comps. And then you basically battle them and you complete, and your progress bar goes up. The progress bar does give you the information here. So again, it's a very, very nice feature. We're not going to do a full guide on obviously the adventure mode in the game because that's not what we are here for. But basically, I think they do a really good job with the adventure mode. I think it's very unique to the game and I absolutely love it. Another thing about this that if you haven't noticed already from my previous videos, or if you're watching my video for the very, very first time, then you better go sub to my channel. But basically, if you're watching this for the first time and you haven't seen any content on Brave Dungeon, they do a wonderful job at giving you loads of stuff to spend hours on doing. Now, don't get me wrong, you do not have to. You can 100% be a 5-minute or a 10-minute AFK player. You get on, you do these dailies right here, which is only 10 of them. You get the rewards, you collect the rewards, you go to the adventure mode, you click on the gold down here at the bottom, you collect that rewards, you can go to your hero section, you can level up your heroes, and then you can get off and you can log off for the day. That's perfectly fine. You could definitely do that. But what I really like about this is, yes, it is an idle game, but so many idle games out there have zero to very little manual mode, and I think Brave Dungeon has done a fantastic job about giving those players that do want to invest more time throughout their busy work days or whatever, that they want to invest more time into the game, that they have that option. So they're not just locked behind like, oh, I can't really do anything, I got to sit here and idle for 25 hours. It's very, very nice that you actually have that ability to do so. You can get in here, you can run a bunch of different variations of arena. You can get in here and run the endless tower. You can get in here, you can do the hero challenges. You can get in here and just level up your heroes and spend time, doing your fodder for your heroes. You can go to your guild section, and there's so many different avenues for guild that you could dump into and spend time into. You've got your regular daily dungeons, your team dungeons, all the different avenues in the game that you can spend countless and countless and countless things and hours doing stuff manually. So again, you are not bound by that, which is very, very nice in my opinion. I absolutely love that about the game. Just with everything, I mean, there's summoning tickets is what the game is driven by, which is not a bad system. Again, this game is very resource heavy, so you do need a lot of gold. You do need a lot of basically these green XP gems in order to level up your heroes. So idling is definitely a must. Your idling time or your idling resources do fill up, so you want to make sure to collect those periodically. Otherwise, you are sitting stale and not gaining anything else. So you do need to do that every now and then. The gear system is unique, but not unique. And what I mean by that is you basically have your green, your purples, your blues, your oranges, your reds, and then you can obviously create more reds from your oranges, and you can create the yellows. And this is the only way currently in the game to get the yellows, besides like random, like insanely low percent chance of dropping, but basically you have to craft them using the red sets and all that other jazz. But what I really, really do like about the gear section in this game is that they do create these relics or these these relics basically that you can actually swap out, and you can change those out per hero, which is very, very nice. I like that aspect because it gives you that little bit of flexibility when it comes to some of these idle games that have like zero flexibility. It's like, hey, look, every single armor or piece of armor is the exact same for every single hero, and I really like that you have the ability to come through here and actually swap them. As you can see that my relic over here is constantly changing in the stats on it, and the stat bonuses and the things that they actually get you also change as well. So it's very, very nice. I do like that feature. Again, I just am absolutely blown away with the amount of uniqueness that is in this game, but I also think that the devs have done a fantastic job with coming up with the just perfect balance of things that you can do idle, and the a perfect balance of the things that you can actually come in and spend countless hours doing manually. So I think it's very, very nice balance between the two. Again, if you have not played Brave Dungeon, I would highly recommend getting in there and at least trying it. I mean, if you don't think it's something that you fancy, as you can see here, I'm doing basically farming, which is absolutely crazy for a idle game. But again, it is just another feature. I mean, they've got your daily quest, again, and like I said, they've got a lot of stuff that you can do manually and spend time doing. But let's get right down and dirty into the things that I do think that they need to work on and that they need to change in the game, because this is an honest review, baby, and we cannot leave this stuff out, because this is not me just hyping the game up. This is me being honest and leaving you an honest review of exactly what I think. So right off the bat, there are, unfortunately, as most idle or RPG, jeez Louise, ladies and gentlemen, I can't speak. Just like all mobile, or not all, that's just like a lot of mobile games have currently right now, yes, there is paid features. So if you go to the cool event section, you can see a lot of the different paid features. They do have a VIP paid function, and they do have a monthly pack function. And there are some features in the game that I absolutely do disagree with, that I do not think they should be behind paywalls. And currently in the game, at the current status of the game, they are. And I'm hoping that the devs finally take this in consideration and work these into the game to be more free-to-play friendly, because it is absolutely necessary in order for it to be classified, in my opinion, as an idle RPG, roguelike, hero collector, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be your rebirth stones. So your hero rebirthing stones, your pet rebirthing stones, your artifact rebirthing stones, and last but not least, your relic restore stones, but they're rebirthing stones, basically the exact same. But you know, what is that? So basically in this game, you get a crap ton of different heroes. You get to level up those heroes, as you can see here, pumping in these resources. But the game actually does not give you a single way to reset those heroes for in-game currency and or for free, or an option over here to the left or the right hand side in the hero selection screen. But what the game does give you is they give you a hero altar. They've got the rebirth section right here that you can click on, and yes, you can actually throw a hero in here. The downside is it is locked behind having one of those gems. So again, it is very, very sad. I mean, technically it helps my videos, right? Because, like, you know, if you're watching my videos and you're following my guides, then you shouldn't have to make that that hero rebirthing process, because if you're building those heroes that I recommend, that's why I recommended the heroes that I did, because they were a safe bet to bring you into the late game and that you wouldn't regret, or that you would need to rebirth later on. So again, if you're not following the guides and you haven't watched anything, this is where it sucks. And like I said, the free-to-play player would struggle with wasting resources in the long run, because yes, you can technically feed those heroes to other heroes in an evolution system type thing. We're not going to get into that. That's for another video. But basically, you can get those resources back by only doing that. But if you don't want to feed that hero, and let's say you've just invested into that hero, it's going to slow that progression, because you cannot get those resources back any other way, unless if you drop a whopping $100 in the game, or a $50 in the game for your artifact, or $100 in here for your pet, or another $50 for your relic. So again, I absolutely do not like that aspect of the game currently, and I hope that the devs continue to work on that and progress on that, and change that 100%. Another thing in the game that they have that is a little bit off-putting is going to be your seasonal or your rotational events. Currently in the game, they get what they call every one of the events that pops out. They give you this luxury token coins. And again, the devs have yet to create the same token coins per different events. So what I mean by that is there is no saving up your tokens. And that is definitely one major downside for those free-to-play players, or those small paid-to-play players, because without having the ability to save up the currency and wait for that next event in order to spend them, it actually doesn't do that, and that is going to be a major backlash from the community, as it already has been, because that definitely counts out all of those free-to-play players, and it's just showing that the devs want that money. And again, I mean, these games have to get paid, right? I mean, they are free to play. There is 0 ads in the game, so they obviously have to get paid through packs, but I don't think that they're going about it 100% the right way, and I can't wait for them to jump in here and hopefully change some of those things. Another thing in the game that I absolutely think needs to be adjusted, now adjusted, not changed, but adjusted and tweaked, because it's already there, is some of the rewards later game just don't seem up to par with the amount of requirements and the stuff that it takes in order to get to that point in the game. So I definitely think that needs to be changed. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for my 100% honest review of the game currently right now. Like I said, we're level 134. We have done a lot of things in the game. We have been able to unlock everything in the game. We've been able to participate in everything in the game. And the game does a fantastic job overall. I think the devs have done a very balanced job of giving you a lot of different competition for your PvP side and the PvP nature players. And then they have done a fantastic job of giving you a lot of the PvE content as well that you could participate in. And some of these things, you know, again, are locked behind a timed base. I mean, as you can see here, this starts in 9 hours. Mines go off, you know, 2 times a day. And again, things like that. It's very, very nice to see something like that because it's on a rotation. It adds a little bit more to the game. It gives that game a little bit more oomph, you know, a little bit more content. Gives those revolving players a little bit more something to do besides just sitting here and idle and logging on for 5 minutes and logging off. So I think they've done a fantastic job at that. I think going forward, I'm going to continue making content for the game on the channel. I am absolutely having a blast still with Brave Dungeon. I do know that I have a game coming out in the future relatively soon that I'm going to start featuring on the channel. I'm going to do a first impressions on that, so stay tuned on my channel for that. It's another basic you know, idle style mobile game that we are really liking and having a fun time right now. I'm currently working with the devs on getting an affiliate link for that, so hopefully I can have that by the time I drop the first impressions video. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the game review. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are, if you agree with that. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video. And don't forget, we've got the 1K giveaway once we hit 1K subs. We need those 1,000 subs, baby. So please share that channel. Get those subs out there. Once we hit 1,000 subs, we'll be doing a $40 giveaway, and I will definitely be excited to share that $40 with the lucky winner 100%. So thank you very much. I will see you guys on the next video.